Hi folks, Max from HighOnAndroid.com, where we get on Android every day. Anyway, today we'll be doing a screen replacement of my broken Galaxy S4. Let me give you a close-up look at the damages here. Now, here's the thing about screen replacement. If your touch screen still works, that means your digitizer is still working. As you can see, it's working fine. So you should be able to be fine just replacing the glass. And you can kind of see from the outside here. I don't know if you can see it, but you'll see the cracks are only on the glass, not the digitizer itself. If it's also the digitizer, you know, some of these things might work, such as clicking and dragging. So go ahead and test it out. And if your touchscreen is working, then you only really need to replace the glass, which was what I'm going to attempt to do. Now, if your touchscreen doesn't work, you have to replace the whole screen along with the digitizer. This is something you can buy. This costs about $250. It's the actual digitizer and the glass. I have that around just in case I break my screen during my drop test. And I've also got the screen here. So let's go ahead and try to get the screen off, only the actual glass. And we're going to try to replace it with a black one, so we'll have a nice white on black button there. So let's go try this. Let's go do this, baby. Alright folks, so grab the sucker tool out of the screen replacement kit. We're going to basically use this, and you can have the plastics tools aside, or you can use guitar picks. It also comes with guitar picks. First thing I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna put it in a place on the screen that I can actually suck. Don't put it where the screen's cracked, because it's gonna be harder to pull. So I'm gonna make sure, go ahead and clean the screen really well so it'll suck on it real well. And also, yes, go ahead and stick it on there. Make sure nicely on there. That way you can kind of pull it while heating up the screen. For heating up the screen, you can use a dryer like I'm doing here, or you can get one of those heat guns. So I've got this doggy, this is actually for my dog, and let me go ahead and start heating it up. Heat all over the screen for about 5 minutes or so. Alright, and again, I'm going to try to kind of work it in there because I almost got a slight gap. I kind of see it right about there. But don't force the issue. But I've got my tool in here. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these tools here and kind of wedge it in there so it's kind of in there. There we go. So I've got it wedged in there nicely. Alright, and I'm going to keep working at it while pushing some more heat. Alright, I'm going to try to kind of slide it down a little bit. Maybe get the other guitar pick. If you have more guitar picks, it can help. So I'm going to put one of them where it's existing. I'm going to kind of slide down the old one a little bit, just a little bit, and try to work it slowly the other way. Alright folks, I'm going to go ahead and kind of slide through. Now it's becoming easier and easier. And you can see the home button just kind of sliding out nicely there. Work it very slowly. Don't go more than an inch at a time. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and work it up a little bit the screen a little bit here. And I'm getting slight separation there. I'm not going to go try to force the issue too much. And I'm going to go ahead and slide the other side also slowly. And it seems to be coming off very slowly. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and push in this part here. It seems to kind of melting the adhesive. There we go. And it's kind of coming off very nicely, as you can see there. I just need to kind of work it in there. There we go. And all the adhesive just kind of pulling out nicely there. So I'm going to go ahead and heat it up a little bit longer and kind of work my pick up the other way over the home button. I'm going to go ahead and keep working it up over the home button. There we go, onto the other side now. And I'm going to go ahead and work the other pick down, and we've got it almost there. And boom shakalaka! We've got the screen open finally here. And we're still recording. And let's see if we were able to do it successfully. Yes, and be careful of the home buttons down here. I'm just going to go ahead and open it real quick. And there we go. And make sure the home button down here comes off nice and easy. Use a plastic tool to hold it down. Kind of take it apart. Just push it down nicely. And also for the back button. And there you have it. We've got successfully detached the original screen from my broken Galaxy S4. And as you can see, there's no damage to the digitizer. It's all like kind of what do you call it? It's all like stickiness. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some Windex, slight water, and just wipe it off real quick.
Hi folks, so I've got it all nicely open here without any scratches. This is actually my second time doing this. Last time I actually I messed up the digitizer inside. But all of this is just sticky stuff, so I should be able to just kind of wipe it out. I might get a little rubbing alcohol. I guess some Sojin. Just kind of work at it here. Yeah, this is all nice and gonna come off easily, hopefully. And we're just gonna put the screen back on. So let me go ahead and clean this off a little bit. Some of this, all this adhesive. All right. Oh, where's my home button? Yeah, the home button's down there. Let me go and just kind of wipe it off slowly. Get the ends out. But this will allow me to basically save about $250 on the new digitizer, because the digitizer wasn't broken, just the screen. So that is nice. And this is the first time I've successfully actually made this happen. All right. Go ahead and grab some
Hi folks, so I am done cleaning. We'll be able to reuse the adhesive since it didn't fall apart. Now go ahead and put the home button back on. Alright, go ahead and put the home button back on. There's a little knob here, down here. It's going to fit perfectly down there. So make sure it's aligned well and it fits in there. All right. Alright folks, so go ahead and put the home button back and make sure it's clean for the last time, and go ahead and take the cover off, not being careful, from the inside of the new glass, and we're going to go ahead and simply attach it on there. The leftover what is it, the sticky stuff on it, it will allow us to attach it, so go ahead and stick it back on there very, very slowly. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stick it back on. Make sure everything is kind of in the right places there. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and do the final process of replacing the screen. Alright, and make sure nothing is covering the camera or anything like that. And I'm going to go ahead and touch down here. Alright, and go ahead and press it down in the ends, obviously, and make sure your screen is working. It is working. Now if you want additional adhesive, stronger adhesive, make sure you put it on the heat dryer and press it down a little bit. So let's go do that real quick, because this adhesive has been dry for a little bit, so we might want to do this. to make it even stick better. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and push down the ends where the adhesives are. Alright, nice and gentle. And we're almost done here. Alright, and I'm going to have my new hybrid phone, just like my Galaxy S3 here, which I actually did replace the glass because I broke it. But you know, breaking your glass isn't always bad if you can replace it like this. Obviously, you know, it does take a lot of effort. Let me go ahead and heat it up again. And this will help us get that solidarity of glass being on it. Alright, and that's it. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. And boom shakalaka. We've got a new screen with a nice home button there. There we go, folks. My phone is working again. I've got a fully working Galaxy S4 with the screen replaced, just like my Galaxy S3. And hopefully this will help you. Some of the notes that I can't point out while doing this, be very careful, because this is the second time actually I'm trying this, and the first time I actually broke the digitizer, so I had to replace the whole digitizer. The first time I did it, I actually used an X-Acto knife when I was pulling it, and I was kind of wedging against it. Now when using the plastic tools, only press up on it, don't wedge it in there. When you wedge it in there, there's a chance you're going to break the digitizer. But my phone is working now, and anyone can do this. Just again, be very patient, go very slow, and that way you can just take the glass out only. And we have a successful transplant of a broken Galaxy S3 screen with my new black on white Galaxy S4 screen. And yeah, I hope this helps you replace the screen on your Galaxy S4, and it's pretty much identical for the Note 2 or the S3. As always, if this video has helped you replace the screen on your Galaxy S4 because you dropped it, or maybe you were trying to open beer bottles, don't forget to hit that like button down here, subscribe button down there, and I'll see you guys soon. Stay on Android.